Okay, so we've already read Annie, Eddie, and Cavendish's statements. We got a few more to get through, and then we're going to start our investigation and figure out who shot Sam Malone. And hopefully it wasn't me. So let's check with Elvira. That was his wife or his mistress? It was one of them.
What an evening! Lots of surprises, I must say. But that Emmett isn't one of them. Of course, he had to move about, disturbing everyone except Sam. And so Sam's food ended up on the floor. You should have seen the stain on Cavendish's forehead. Me and Shoshana laughed at it later in the living room. Nobody likes Cavendish. The food was good, but Sam got his pain in the stomach again. So the rest of us sat for a while in the living room, or the library as Cavendish calls it. Oh no, that's right. Shoshana wanted to say goodnight to Sam when she got back. She was a bit worried or something. She had met Nurse Ratched on the way, who followed her. Or did she prevent her? So I invited Shoshana to my room afterwards. I don't know if I should say this, but it seems as if Shoshana have had an affair with Eddie for some time, and wanted to end her strange friendship with Sam in the morning. Well, all's well that ends well. Shoshana just got back to her room just before 1 o'clock in the night. I think I heard a door open some 15 minutes later, but I'm not sure. And then I heard the shoots, 2 of them. Before I could get my gown on, I heard yelling in the hallway, and I also heard Shoshana's door open, just before I reached mine. And there StephenFlagg stood, seemingly worried. What was the person doing up, is my question. I wouldn't trust that one for a minute.
Oh my God, Elvira. Really? That was an awful lot of information. Plus, everybody's just pointing their finger at me, and I'm not liking... Good thing I'm a detective now. Okay, next we have Emmett Brown, who likes to touch things and people. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The food was good. I think Sam wanted to talk to the others about money, but that's something I don't have to worry about. Sam's got me a trust fund that'll keep me in my laboratory at the work for the rest of my life. Did I knock Sam's food over? I might have, but he got some new ones, and he liked it, I think. Why ask me? It's that Flagg who shot Sam. We all know that.
Oh, Emmett doesn't like me either. All right. Mr. John Cannon. I guess it's the farmer of Mr. Malone's farm, South Pork. I had to attend. It was something to do with the future of the whole estate, and Mr. Sam trusted me. But I didn't fit in. And all that wine stuff for dinner, I had a bit too much of that. Me and Mr. Felson was talking about how to make money. An easy-going guy, that junkyard dealer or plumber or whatever he's making money as nowadays. I think he helped me to my room later that night. Otherwise, I don't know much. Flagg, I can't say I remember much about that one either, but that door was pretty easy to break down for me. Flagg didn't look that strong, though. Oh, you know what? Fuck you, John Cannon. Okay, what about Nurse Ratched?
I think Sam was ill. Cancer or something. That's why he wanted to speak with us that evening. I think. But he wouldn't even tell me, his own sister. And I could have helped him, nursed him. That evening, yes, the dinner was very good, even if I only had a plain brown sauce. I'm a bit afraid of mushrooms, so I can avoid them whenever I can. Sorry. That evening, well, there wasn't much to talk about. The other 2 ladies were gossiping in the corner, and I tried to keep Emmett in a chair in the library, but I was rather tired. It had a lot to do with at the nurse's station with all the school kids catching colds and all that. Sorry. Yes, that evening, I went up to see Sam just to see if I could do anything, but he was asleep already. On the way back, I met Miss Shoshana, and we took a quick look on Sam together. Miss Shoshana seemed a bit anxious, and then I went to bed and fell asleep immediately. I woke up when I heard Flagg yelling outside Sam's door. And there's your murderer, Sheriff. Flagg did it.
Oh my God, everybody thinks I did it. Everybody thinks I did it. Well, I'm not going to read my statement yet. Let's check Shoshana's statement. Oh, another girl.
I suppose you know that me and Sam Malone wasn't really an item. We have had some lucrative affairs together, and perhaps 1 or 2 side happenings. but I had no real reason to be invited except that Sam liked to have me around. He was such a nice guy. That night, well, I mostly spent it with Elvira. I like that woman. We're pretty much of the same origin. We went talking to 1 even. The dinner? Well, Emmett was his usual busy self, ruining food for Sam, even though he went and got Sam some fresh one. That Cavendish was bothered sick. Laughter. What? I had a nice time. I was hoping to say goodnight to Sam, but he'd already fallen asleep. Or, at least that was what Miss Ratched said he'd done. I wasn't able to get up to Sam's bed because Ratched said we shouldn't bother him. And if he had cancer, well, what? Perhaps everything was meant to happen for a reason. Okay. Wow. Okay, we'll check with Sloth Malone.
Oh, I don't know much. I ate the good food. I wasn't speaking to anyone, I think. Dad needed to go to bed, so I helped Cavendish with that. Yes. Later I checked with Cavendish. I'd got my ordinary room. I like that room. It has some funny noises in the bathroom.
It has some funny noises in the bathroom?
I went to bed early because I was tired. Pity. I like to be in the library and read. It was hard to understand what had happened. Someone had shot Dad. I understood that much. I think it's Flagg who did it. But only because Aunt Ratched says so.
I don't like you either, Sloth. Jesus. Everybody thinks it was me? Okay, wait, what is this? What are we reading here? That's like the police report, and then we've got the paper article. Well, let's read my statement. I wasn't very pleased being invited, but Uncle Sam begged me to come. I didn't talk to anyone, and that cook gave me angry eyes. The dinner? Uncle Emmett couldn't sit down, as usual, but I know that he doesn't mean any harm by it. Uncle Sam didn't mind either, and he got some new food. Anyway, Cousin Sloth and the butler helped Uncle Sam to his bedroom, and the rest of us went to the living room. Sloth joined us almost immediately. I think it was around 8:30 p.m., because a favorite TV show usually starts then. No, the TV wasn't on, and I remember I wished it to be, but Miss Elvira and Miss Shoshana asked me to let it be. They discussed what Uncle Sam might want us in the morning, and Mr. Felson knew about a new will. So Aunt Ratched went away after half an hour or so and came back in, 15 minutes. No, she had met with Miss Shoshana. That's right, and both ladies came back at 9:30. Some 10 minutes later, the party broke up, and I guess we were all in bed by 10. I fell asleep almost at once, and I woke up in need of the bathroom. I had just opened my door when I heard shouts. I couldn't use full strength because of the bladder problem. I heard them calling me a sissy because of it, but there was nothing that could have been done anyway. The murderer must have been far away and must have used the fire escape ladders outside. Cancer? I doubt that. No one in our family has had cancer. Wow. Whew. Okay, so let's check these last two. What do we got here? We got Culpeppers. The victim lay in the bed as if he was asleep. I suspect he was when the bullet hit him close to the heart. There wasn't much blood on the nightshirt. My guess is that the medicine slowed it down, making it coagulate quickly. An empty water glass and some pill boxes were on the nightstand. I found a Band-Aid on the left side of the bed. The window was open, but no markings were found on the windowsill nor on the floor. The floor was dry. It hadn't rained inside, but the butler confirms that the victim never slept with the window open. Okay. Still, it looks as if the window was open to fool me. We found no other fingerprints but the ones from the victim, the butler, Miss Ratched, and Miss Shoshana. The latter two were only at the door. The gun was unmarked, and it may prove hard to get its origin. Okay. What's this paper article? Shooting Sam Motives by Hildy Johnson. In our ongoing series of investigation of the murder of Sam Malone, last week a fine citizen of our community, we have found little of what may be motives. Yes, we know that Flagg is the child of Ilsa Malone, married Lund. She was the sister of Malone, and it's common knowledge that Flagg is accusing the uncle of being the sole reason for her untimely death in a car accident some years ago. Most arguments seem to point out Flagg is the killer, and for some other reason Sam Malone has saved Flagg from court, at least for the time being. But do the other suspects have their own dark reasons to help Malone to the next life? The sun sloth is to inherit everything, and he might have grown tired of waiting. He's also very friendly with his Aunt Nurse Ratchet, who may have another idea on how the Malone fortune should be distributed. The half-brother Emmett already has a trust fund in Sam Malone's name, but there was talk of a new will, and that may change everything with the legacy. Outside of the family, then, Miss Elvira might be jealous of the new girl in the neighborhood, Miss Shoshana, but the motive is growing weaker by every tea party the ladies attend together, laughing a lot. Miss Shoshana did have a little fling with Eddie Felson, which may or may not have caused a problem between Malone and her. But still, using a gun, call me a silly old romantic, but this editor can't buy that. However, we know nothing about how big John Cannon is doing with the Malone farm, South Park. Perhaps bankruptcy is just around the corner. And what if it was the butler? Anyway, Malone's kitchen budget might have been overdrawn by either the cook or the butler. There's also talks of some grudge against a non-raise for Mr. Cavendish that Miss Wilkes did get. No, overall it seems to be Flagg who has the strongest motive. Revenge might not suit a scaredy cat brat, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Oh my god, why do I even read these things? Everybody thinks I'm guilty. Everybody. Every single one of them thinks it was me. Oh my god. This is just insane. Alright, well we've got to get out. We've got to do some exploring. So let's get out there. What is our first goal? We went to the police station. We should go talk to Annie Wilkes, who lives next by the fire hall. So let's go talk to Annie first. Annie was, if you remember, the cook. What is this here? Record collection. Find the 12 missing records. Oh, cool. Alright. So we got to keep our eyes open for records and library books. Vacancy. Secretary for Orangeburg. Oh, yeah. I don't have a secretary. Okay. Okay, so... Oh, it's nighttime. So we want to go check out Annie Wilkes first. She lives by the fire hall, which is... this way? Yeah, hey, way to go. Good going, Flagg. I guess that's why I'm a detective. So this must be Annie Wilkes' house, right over here. Miss Annie Wilkes. Annie. Annie. First part of my investigation. Let's do it. Hello, Miss Wilkes? Are you... Okay. Are you here, Miss Wilkes? Anybody? Hello? Oh, is that you, Miss Wilkes? Oh, sorry. So, Miss Wilkes.
I've nothing new to say. I wasn't at the manor when nice Master Sam, may he rest in peace, got killed, and I don't approve of it being you, Flagg, who asks. I don't trust you at all.
I don't trust you either, Annie Wilkes. I don't trust you at all. I don't trust the fact that you got snow on the top of your head. Why is there snow on your head, Annie Wilkes? Why is there snow on the... Wait, that's not snow, is it? I'm sorry, that was very rude of me to assume that was snow, Annie Wilkes. What we got up here? Oh, she's got some Christmas things. Da-da-da-da! Mike Oldfield. Platinum. Oh, yeah, we got a record. What else we got here? I'm stealing everything you got, Annie Wilkes. Stealing it all, Annie Wilkes. What is this? Ooh. Well, they said I could use anything that was in a frame, so we're taking that Acadia sapling, Annie Wilkes. Oh, you got a little something hidden back here too. I'll be taking that cooked chicken, thank you very much. Nice fridge. What is this? Okay, that was just the other way in. Oh. It's a very suspicious bedroom you've got here, Miss Annie Wilkes. What the hell? That's actually kind of cool. Hello? Oh. Very nice. Very nice indeed. It's a very nice place. You've got a very nice house, Miss Wilkes. Are you sure you're just a cook? Because this is kind of extravagant for being a cook. Wow. Alright, fine. You don't want to talk? You're now my number one suspect. Good day to you, miss. I said good day.